To find the Confederate States insignia flying proudly, you don't have to leave Washington, D.C. A few blocks from the U.S. Capitol, joining those of the other 49 states, waves the flag of Mississippi. In its upper left corner, the same crossed bars and stars pattern that's aroused so much controversy in South Carolina. There, the legislature will decide whether to remove the rebel battle standard from the Capitol grounds. In 2001, Mississippi citizens decided by a landslide to leave their flag unchanged.
That's going to be talked about again, and the decision belongs rightly to the people of Mississippi.
As filmed in the racially incendiary silent movie Birth of a Nation in 1915, the flag stood for the narrative of the aggrieved southern states. As then, some Southerners still insist their fight against the Union was for state sovereignty, honor, and chivalry, not slavery. Hollywood flew the same flag later in the 1939 blockbuster Gone with the Wind. While that film romanticized the lost plantation life, it also addressed the folly of America's most lethal war.
All we've got is cotton and slaves and arrogance.
The Stars and Bars flag was also part of the decor in 1948. That's when Southern Democrats, opposed to racial integration, broke away from their party and nominated their own presidential candidate on a white supremacy platform. Today, South Carolina's Sons of Confederate Veterans argue that removing the flag is an inappropriate protest against racism.
It will dishonor not only white Confederate soldiers, but it will dishonor black Confederate soldiers.
Most historians, though, call that a distorted account of the few black soldiers admitted to Confederate ranks once they were offered their freedom, but only when their army was close to surrender. Today, reenactors play act the battles of a century and a half ago. But the rebel flag in this performance, reimagining the first Battle of Bull Run in Virginia, looks different. That's because it's the original design, flown during the first stages of the war, before the Confederates went on to defeat. On this battlefield, where hundreds died from both sides, this statue honors the general who commanded the victorious Confederate troops. But as with all the Civil War's battlegrounds, only the banner of the ultimate victor now flies. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, Manassas, Virginia.